Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, boys and girls. Welcome back to another new class of distance learning program. Today it's Friday, the 27th of November 2020. My dear students, we have been discussing a topic called volume and surface areas of similar figures. In the previous lessons, we have learned how to calculate areas of the similar figures. We also learned about how to calculate volumes of the similar figures. Today, we'll continue the same exercise 12B of your maths book 3, and it's again about the volumes of similar figures. So let's start our lesson. So, my dear students, as you all know, my name is Syed Faraz Hassan and I am your mathematics instructor. With me, I have my team, the team of subject specialists, Sir Ashraf Ali and Ms. Shabana Salman. So, dear students, our learning objective for today is, by the end of this lesson, you will be able to solve the problems using the relationship between volumes of similar solids. Okay, let's have a quick recap what we learned earlier. If the solids are similar, then the ratio of the volumes is equal to the cube of the ratio of the corresponding linear measures. And the ratio of the masses is equal to the ratio of their volume. If I try to write this all in a formula, so we have learned this, the ratio of the volumes equals to the cube of the ratio of their corresponding lengths. Likewise, we have also learned about the same formula in terms of masses. The ratio of their masses m1 upon m2 equals to the cube of the ratio of their corresponding lengths. All right, so let's start our first question. This is from exercise 12B of your school textbook. Question number 3. In a restaurant, a junior glass has a height of 6 centimeters and a senior glass has a height of 9 centimeters. Given that the capacity of a senior glass is 540 cm cube, find the capacity of the junior glass. If I try to make a figure for you guys, this is a junior glass and this is a jumbo size big glass. All right. Now, what are they giving? They are giving that their heights are as 6 centimeters and 9 centimeters. Given that the capacity of the senior glass, that is, let's suppose this is height 1, this is height 2. Now, the volume V1 of the smaller glass is not given. The volume V2 of the big glass is 540 cm cube. That's what they are saying. Given that the capacity of the senior glass is 540 cm cube, find the capacity of the junior glass, that is V1 is required. So we have learned this formula, V1 upon V2 equals to length in terms of height, H1 upon H2, the whole cube. So let's plug in these values. We don't have V1, it's unknown, but we have V2, 540 equals H1, that is 6 upon 9, the whole cube. You can simplify the bracket, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. Now, furthermore, you need to open up the bracket now. 2 cubed, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. I hope you know the cubes of these numbers. So now, in order to calculate unknown V1, you need to cross multiply 540 on this side. So V1 is equals to 8 upon 27 multiplied by 540. So my dear students, you have your calculator with you. You can do it with your calculator. I'm also trying to do it. So my answer is found to be V1 is equals to 160 cm cube. All right, that's my first answer. We have simply used the formula ratio of volumes equals to the square of the ratio of the corresponding heights. I hope the concept is clear. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, this is question number 5. The areas of the bases of the two similar cones are in the ratio of 9:60. Find the ratio of the heights of the cone. Given that the volume of the larger cone is 448 cm cube, find the volume of the smaller cones. So this is a mixed blend of both areas and volume. First part, they are asking you about the heights. And what are they giving you? They are giving you the areas. The ratio of areas are given to you as A1 ratio A2 equals 9:16. Or you can write it as A1 upon A2 equals 9/16. What are they asking us? They are asking us find the ratio of the height. So we use the same area formula in terms of height. A1 upon A2 equals to H1 upon H2 the whole square. Remember, in the formula of areas, we have whole square. So let's plug in these values. We have A1 and A2 as 9/16, H1 upon H2 whole square. Now, in order to calculate H1 upon H2, we need to take square root both the sides. So we'll take square root both the sides. The square and square root cancel out each other. So we have H1, H2 equals the square root of 9 is 3 and the square root of 16 is 4. That's our first answer. That is ratio of the heights H1 ratio H2 3:4. So, dear students, this is your first answer. Now, what are they asking us in part 2? In part 2, they're asking us, given that the volume of the larger cone is 448 cm cube, find the volume of the larger cone. Now, you need to look at the two heights, H1 and H2. H1 is a smaller number 3, H2 is a bigger number 4. So, they are giving us the volume of the larger cone is 448. So, according to this, if H2 is the bigger height, so correspondingly V2 will be the larger volume. So you want to suppose let V2 be larger volume, right? So that is given to us 448 cm cube. V1 is unknown. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to apply the formula of ratio of volumes. V1 upon V2 equals, in terms of height, H1 upon H2, the whole cube. Right? In the ratio of volumes, we have cubes, whereas in the ratio of areas, we have squares. So let's plug in these values which are given to us. V1 is unknown, V2 is 448, H1 and H2 we have just calculated 3/4, the whole cube. So now we'll do the needful cross multiplication. First, we need to open up the bracket. 3 cube is 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27, 4 4s are 16, 4s are 64. We'll cross multiply this 448 on this side, multiply by 448. So dear students, you all are allowed to use calculator in this. You can use your calculator. 27 divided by 64 multiplied by 448. Your calculator will give you the answer 189 cm cube. I hope this makes sense and you have learned the concept. So we have found the volume of the smaller cone as 189 cm cube. All right, this is question number 9. Question number 9, it says that the volume of one sphere is 4 times that of another sphere. Given that the radius of the smaller sphere is 3, find the radius of the larger sphere. So boys and girls, what you need to do in this, you need to assume that the volume, see, the volumes are not given, but the relation between the volume is given. The volume of one sphere is 4 times the volume of another sphere. See, let's suppose the volume V1 be V. Now, what are they saying? The volume of another sphere is 4 times. The volume of one sphere is 4 times that the other sphere. So we have supposed the volume of the first one as V. Now V2 is 4 times V, 4 times the first one, right? Given that the radius of the smaller sphere is 3 centimeters, find the radius of the larger sphere. R2 is unknown. So we'll use the same formula of volume in terms of radius, R1, R2, the whole cube. We'll plug in these values, V upon 4V equals R1 is 3, R2 is unknown, but here we have the whole cube. So dear students, we can simplify V and V. So we are left out with 1 upon V, 1 upon 4, and 3 cube. 3 threes are 9, 9 threes are 27, R2 whole cube, R2 cube. Now, what is unknown? R2 is unknown. What we need to do? We need to do the cross multiplications. So I have now R2 cube equals 4 multiplied by 27. So boys and girls, if I'm not wrong, 4 into 27 is the twice of 52. That is 108. Okay. Now, if I'm not wrong, do you think 108 is a cube of any number? Just think about it for a second. Do you think 108 is a cube of any number? I don't think so. So again, you need to take help from your calculator. Calculator is allowed. You need to take cube roots on both sides, and your calculator will give your answer in decimals. So take cube roots both sides. Both sides. So let's take cube roots on the two sides. Cube root and cube root. Cube and cube root, they cancel out each other. Our calculator will give us our answer. If I do that, 108 cube root. So we have 4.76. 4.76 centimeters. All right, dear student, I hope this concept is clear to you guys and you have learned this. All right, dear students, this is question number 12 of the same exercise 12P. It says, the masses of the two similar plastic boxes are 8.58 kg and 4.29 kg. Given that the first box has a base area 12.94 meters square, find the base area of the second box. Now, just concentrate. They are giving you the masses and they are asking you about an unknown area. Have we learned any relation that connects areas with masses? Think about it, boys and girls. Have we learned any formula of similar masses that connects with areas? So I don't think so. Let's see what we have learned. We have learned that about the ratio of masses M1 and M2 equals to the cube of the ratio of their corresponding length. And when we talk about areas, what have we learned about areas? We have learned about areas as the ratio of areas equals to the square of the ratio of their corresponding lengths. So dear students, this is what we have done. So in this question, we're going to use the formula of ratio of masses first and we will calculate the ratio of their lengths. Then we will plug in the values of ratio of length in this formula and we'll find the unknown area. So let's start. What are they saying? That the ratio of the masses are 8.58 kg and 4.29 kg. So let's suppose this is M1, this is M2, right? So let's plug in these values. 8.58 upon 4.29 equals. So we can calculate the ratio of masses, ratio of lengths, L1 upon L2 the whole cube. All right, now 4.29 ones are 4.29 twos are. So boys and girls, we have this scenario now. 2 upon 1 equals L1 upon L2 the whole cube. We need to get rid of this cube. So how do we get rid of cube? By taking cube root both the sides. So let's take cube root on this side. Let's take cube root on this side. So cube and cube root, they cancel out each other. The cube root of 2. So please take, as 2 is not a perfect cube, we need to take help with the help of our calculator. So our calculator will tell us the cube root of 2 is 1.26. So please use your calculator. The cube root of 2 is 1.26. The cube root of 1 remains 1. So we have the ratio L1 and L2 as 1.26 upon 1. We're going to use this ratio over here now. Now, read the second part of the question. Given that the first box has the base area 12.94 meters square, find the base area of the second box. Now, boys and girls, they are giving us the area of the first box. So we can suppose let A1 be 12.94. So we're going to plug in these values 12.94. Find the base area of the second box. Let it be A2 and it's unknown. Now L1 and L2 we have just found. L1 and L2, the ratio of the corresponding lengths L1 and L2 equals to 1.26 ratio 1 or 1.26 upon 1. So we'll plug in this 1.26 1 whole square. So the first thing, we can open up this bracket by squaring it 1.26. So we have 12.94 upon A2 equals. Please use your calculator. 1.26 multiplied by 1.26 tells us 1.59. And the square of 1 is 1. Cross multiply A2 over there. So we have 12.94 equals 1.59A2. Now dear students, what is unknown? A2 is unknown. Bring back 1.59 on this side. 12.94 divided by 1.59. Again, you are allowed to use calculator. You can use calculator. 12.59 divided by 1.59. The answer is found to be 8.15. And the unit is meter square. So that's the required answer for an unknown area, that is the base area of the second box. So boys and girls, this was a very different question. I'm not saying difficult, it was a different question because in this question it's a mixed blend of masses and area. What we have learned earlier, when we have masses, we have corresponding lengths. So with the help of these masses, we calculated the ratio of the corresponding lengths, and then we plug in those values of the lengths in the form in finding the unknown area. We have used the formula A1 upon A2 equals L1 upon L2 the whole square. We plug in these values of L1, L2, A1 was given to us, and we calculated A2 by cross multiplying the two denominators on the other sides and simplifying it. We found that A2 is 8.15 meters square. Hope the message is clear, the concept is clear, and you have learned it all. So my dear students, this is the end of this topic, volumes of similar figures. In the upcoming classes, I will be doing reviewing of the previous topic, previous chapters which we have learned, the coordinate geometry, and there are some more topics. So you guys now please wake up. Okay, your exams are very closer. You need to do practice of all these. The video lesson is a very good source for you guys. So please see those video lessons, learn it, and you want to discuss it. Your teachers, respective teachers, will be conducting the Zoom classes from Monday onwards. So you can ask your queries, and they will definitely help you out. So, boys and girls, this is the end of the lesson today. What we have learned today, we have learned today about if the two solids are similar, the ratio of volume is equal to the cube of the ratio of the corresponding linear measures. That is V1, V2 equals to the cube of the ratio of the corresponding lengths. Likewise, we have also ratio of masses, M1 upon M2 equals to the cube of the ratio of their corresponding lengths. So, my dear students, this is the end of our lesson today. Thank you so much for watching the complete lesson. And again, there is a pro tip, there is a homework assignment. I sent it yesterday and it has a deadline and it is a marked homework. You will be getting marks for it. Make sure you finish it before the deadline, right? And leave a response. Have a nice day. It's Friday, so Jumma Mubarak to everyone. See you all again in the live Zoom sessions. Until then, Allah Hafiz.